Hi everyone, welcome to Dragon Image. Today we're here in the studio having a look at our new portable background solution with Expans. So this system here is designed for people out there that use a lot of things on rolls, such as paper rolls, since they're becoming so popular with all the different color varieties. And is more designed for those type of people. The traditional ones tend to have a bar. They were really good for fabrics, but not so good for paper rolls, where it was a little bit more fidgety to kind of get them up and down and roll them out and all that kind of stuff. So this kind of solves that by having an Expan system. If you're not familiar with an Expan system, the Expan system is a system that goes inside the core, expands, and allows you to have a chain, just like this. So this is the Expan. So as you can see, the Expan here, as you tighten up this side, it pulls this side, expanding it and holding on to the inside of the paper. So the system comes with a set of Expans. So we've got a chain and one side, then we've got the opposite side. The opposite side has this little knob on this side here. This is how I adjust my tension, making it so the roll doesn't just roll down by itself. A pair of single hooks. And so these single hooks here are designed to go directly on top of a light stand. And then the Expan goes into those. And then we've got our two 2.8 meter light stands. So what we'll do is we'll just move this aside and we'll actually set it up with our nice Cynthia yellow paper backdrop. So first thing you need to do, you just pull out your stands. These light stands that are coming with this kit are 2.8 meters, which seems to be high enough for most people's situations. You can upgrade them to 3.1 meters or 4.1 meters, depending on your requirements. The reason that we tend to go for 2.8 or larger is for the footprint. The larger the footprint, the more stable you have. Whereas if you went for a system that had a small footprint, that would lead to the ability for someone to step on the background in a weird way or pull the background perpendicular to the stand itself, and that would mean that the background would fall over. Okay, so standard speaker connection. The hook goes straight on top. Just make sure you loosen it up, go on there, and then tighten it off. There you go. So let's repeat that. Okay, so here we have our paper background. It's nice and big. And the papers all come with a cardboard core. You can see there's a cardboard core there. Actually, let me switch sides. It's because the cardboard's kind of rolled up a little bit one side. So you can see the cardboard core there. So that means that we can take our Expan, and I'll take the one without the chain, and that just goes straight in. And all we then do is just keep turning this until it holds on to the inside of the core. This takes a little bit of a while the first time you do it because it's basically at its minimum extension, but then slowly, it will start to expand. And at some point, you'll feel that tension start to get a little bit harder to kind of move. And then that is nice and tight. So that's not going anywhere now. And then you can see over here. So this knob here is what you'd use to adjust the placement and also lock this down so the roll doesn't roll down by itself. Okay? Then we do the same on the opposite side. This chain can get a little bit kind of knotted and stuff like that. You can see that here we've already kind of got a knotted system. When packing it up and stuff like that, you can kind of get used to it and kind of work out exactly how to unknot it. But you can also, so this here, they also detach, which means that if you ever come across a broken one or you snap something, you can remove it and redo it. Occasionally you'll find that your paper does kind of tend to travel a little bit in transit, but you can kind of just hold one side and pull it back into its right position. And you can see as I turn that, you can see it's kind of expanding, which is where the name comes from. Got our paper. I'll just put this side in. I'm not really worried about where that side goes in at this point. And then this side here fits into the grooves that are built into the Expan. So the advantage of using the Expans is that I don't need to clip things, and as I kind of put it up, then I can roll it down and kind of go from there. I don't need to worry about kind of having to get up and roll it and all that kind of stuff and worrying about the ground. So normally what I do is I do this with 2 people, but in this particular case, I'm just by myself, so I'll just do it nice and slowly. Okay, so now that I've got my paper down, well, just watch out for when it does that. Because the paper has been stored rolled, occasionally it does want to kind of roll up on itself. You will end up in situations where, for instance, in this situation, the last person who used it cut part of it, but not all of it, which is leading to this kind of fiasco where this side here is actually at a different stage to the other side. So I'll just put that down slightly, move it over, and now we're back. Okay. So one of the things that you want to avoid is if you do have a tear like that in your paper, I recommend trimming it. Just take a knife and cut it all the way. A lot of the people that I speak to regarding paper backgrounds don't do this enough. Paper backgrounds are a consumable, so as you use them, just kind of cut them. Don't go higher than you need to, because the higher you go, the more you'll have to go on the ground, and that kind of leads to things getting damaged. But you can see that having a roller system means that I can very quickly and easily roll my background down and roll my background back up as needed. And there you have it. So if you're after a solution for your paper backgrounds, and it makes it easier to kind of keep them nice and clean, as well as easier to put them up and down, this might be a solution for you. Also available with a 2-hook, triple hook, or a 4-hook system for people out there that want to have multiple backgrounds and to quickly be able to swap between them. If you're interested in anything photo and video, contact your local Dragon Image. Thanks.